Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today's the 25th of July 2024. Now a few days ago guys, the Ethereum spot trading went live, isn't it? But look guys, the numbers are definitely not looking that great. The prices of Bitcoin on the global cryptocurrency market actually has gone down. So in today's episode, we'll definitely take a deep dive into the global cryptocurrency snapshot. And guys, in my episode that I released yesterday, I talked about Nansen, which is a leading analytical firm, and they have created a dashboard where you can get a snapshot of all Ethereum ETF. Now in today's episode, I'll definitely go and touch base on that as well. Now look guys, one reason why the prices of Bitcoin on the global cryptocurrency market has gone down is because Mt. Gox, they have gone ahead and transferred 47,000 Bitcoin, which I believe was valued at roughly around $3.2 billion when they did the transfer. Because of that guys, there is minor panic in the market and the prices have definitely reflected that. So I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on that news. Now in today's episode guys, we're going to be discussing some interesting news regarding stablecoins. Now often when we talk about stablecoins, we think about it being back to the US dollar, isn't it? That is because historically US dollar is known to be the strongest of as value is concerned, isn't it? But a lot of other countries guys, they're actually realizing that their own currency has more value and it is relatively stable. So today's episode guys, I'm going to be discussing two news where both the countries are launching stable coins and they are going to be backed by the respective currency. The first one is regarding Hong Kong guys, and they are on the verge of launching a stable coin that is pegged to Hong Kong dollar. And the second news guys is from South Africa. And Nomad, which is a South African fintech company, they have launched a hybrid exchange platform that is actually dealing with South African rand-based stablecoin. So I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on that news. Now towards the end of the episode, I'm going to discuss some use case regarding cryptocurrency. And Ferrari, which is a sports car, they are launching crypto payments in Europe. Now they already tried that in some countries and looks like they've received positive response. And they have decided to expand the operations in Europe as well. Definitely positive news, I guess. So I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on this news. So quite a lot to cover, guys, in today's episode. And like we do in every Crypto and Coffee at 8 podcast, we'll look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news, guys, has to do with the Emirate of Abu Dhabi and crypto custodian service called Changer.ae Limited. They have obtained new FSP license in Abu Dhabi, so I'll go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Now the second news, guys, has to do with artificial intelligence, and this is more to do with marketing, I guess, because the news essentially is that WebBeDo, they have launched AI marketing tool for SMEs in Dubai, so I'll definitely go ahead and touch base on both the news. Now look guys, I've been saying this lately, so far as artificial intelligence is concerned, things are getting implemented really quickly, but so far as let's say cryptocurrency and blockchain is concerned, I haven't seen people actually using it, but it is mostly work in progress. Now this week guys, I'm also discussing decentralized apps that are working on different blockchain protocols, isn't it? And if you actually look at the numbers, some of the numbers are really scary. So I would like to ask this question guys, are there any particular decentralized apps that you tend to use on a daily basis? If yes, mention them in the comments below. Now when you talk about decentralized apps guys, I'm talking about apps that we tend to use on a day-to-day basis. Something similar to let's say Facebook Messenger or Zoom call or Instagram that we tend to use on a day-to-day basis, but these decentralized apps should be working on blockchain protocol. I don't use it guys, but if you're someone who uses it on a daily basis, and I'm not talking about decentralized finance or decentralized exchanges, mention them in the comments below. So quite a lot to cover guys in today's episode. Let's kick start with it right away. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well. And Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously. And they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing and hosting training workshops, seminars and community events that educate, inform and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now the global cryptocurrency market, guys, has marginally gone down since the last 24 hours. It is down by 0.36%, and today it is at $2.38 trillion. So it looks like the spot Ethereum trading definitely did not pump up the global cryptocurrency market, isn't it? And if you look at the total cryptocurrency market volume as well, since the last 24 hours, it is down by 21.37%. It is only at $67.79 billion. Now the volume in DeFi, guys, is absolutely ridiculous. It is only at $4 billion. And as of today, decentralized finance accounts for only 5.90% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Now so far as the total value locked is concerned, it is relatively consistent at $100.51 billion. Now look, as I was under the anticipation that once spot Ethereum trading goes live, the total value locked will be pumping up, because I was kind of hoping a lot of them will want to be validators. Looks like the market is not reacting that way, isn't it? And I was actually expecting after a few days the total value locked to dump down. That is definitely not happening either. Now so far as the dominance of total value locked is concerned, Lido is still dominating with $33.51 billion. Now one metric which I'm lacking this particular week, guys, that is to do with the dominance of decentralized to centralized exchange, and today it is at 27.50%. Which just means, guys, a lot of them are using decentralized exchanges, isn't it? But there is a very high possibility that out of this 27.50%, roughly 20% are decentralized exchanges using decentralized exchanges, or protocols using decentralized exchanges as well. These are things you need to factor as well. Now let me quickly run through the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchanges. The number one, guys, is Uniswap, and this volume has definitely pumped up since the last 24 hours. It is up to $2.71 billion. PancakeSwap is at number 2nd. Its volume is $691.67 million. Radium Gas is at number 3rd, and Radium Gas, if I'm not mistaken, works only in Solana blockchain, isn't it? Its volume is $655.2 million. Orca is at number 4th. Its volume is $499.35 million, and finally at number 5th is Aerodrome. Its volume is $384.32 million. Now let me quickly run through the volume of stablecoins, guys, because the numbers are definitely not great, considering the fact that spot Ethereum trading is live right now. Ideally speaking, guys, this number should have been at least double of what it is. I would have really liked to see the numbers at least 3 times of what it is. That has not been happening since the last 24 hours. The volume of all stablecoins is only at $62.10 billion, and stablecoins as of today is accounting for 90.72% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And in today's episode, guys, I'm going to be discussing 2 interesting news where both the stablecoins are not being backed by the US dollar. Rather, they're going to be pegged with different currencies. Now, this definitely looks like a new trend in my opinion starting from 2024, isn't it? Now, so far as the volume is concerned, guys, Tether USDT is leading the pack with $52.21 billion. Circle USDC is at number 2nd. Its volume is $5.46 billion. In FDUSD, its volume is $3.60 billion. Now, let me quickly run through the market cap, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin's market cap, guys, is only at $1.30 trillion. But looks like Ethereum's market cap has taken a hit. It is down to $406 billion. Now later on, guys, I'll also go and discuss the prices, because the prices have definitely fallen down. And since the last 24 hours, guys, the 24-hour volume is down as well. Now if you look at the 24-hour trading volume of Bitcoin, it is at $27.43 billion, whereas Ethereum, guys, is almost half of Bitcoin's 24-hour volume at $15.93 billion. Now strangely, guys, Bitcoin's dominance is still good. It is at 54.36%. Now look, guys, I was really anticipating that the dominance of Ethereum will actually pump up, whereas Bitcoin's dominance, I was anticipating it to go down. That has not been happening. Looks like people are more concerned about spot Bitcoin ETF in comparison to spot Ethereum ETF, because Ethereum's dominance is only at 17.10%. Now this week, guys, I'm looking at the top 5 decentralized apps that are working on different blockchain protocols, isn't it? Now in today's episode, guys, I'm going to be looking at the top 5 decentralized apps that are working on Solana blockchain. Because look, guys, since the last few years, Solana has been making quite a lot of news, isn't it? And there also talks about Solana being the next Ethereum killer. Me personally, I don't think so that is ever going to happen. But let me do one thing, guys. Let me quickly run through the top 5 decentralized apps that are working only in Solana blockchain. And as I've been saying since the past few days, guys, the only metric I'm looking at is the number of unique active wallets interacting or performing transaction with decentralized app smart contracts since the last 24 hours. If you go to dapradar.com, guys, there are different ways you can go and read the data. You can sort it based on dollar value, but what I want to do is I want to go and look at the actual use cases. Now the number 1, guys, is sold as vacuum, and the number of unique active wallets interacting or performing transaction with decentralized app smart contract for Solidus Vacuum is 888,900. And if I'm not mistaken, guys, it is the top 5 decentralized apps across all different blockchain protocols as well. Definitely great thing in my opinion so far as the numbers are concerned. The second one, guys, is Radium, and as I mentioned earlier, it is a decentralized exchange that is working only on Solana blockchain, isn't it? So far as the wallet interaction is concerned, it is 535,400. The third one, guys, is Jupiter Exchange, and the wallet interaction is 221,000. Now look at the difference between the third and the fourth one, guys. The fourth one is Pump.Fun, but its wallet interaction is only 48,790. That is a massive anomaly, isn't it? Now look, guys, just to take a trip back in time, so far as the total value locked is concerned, in 2020, guys, the total value locked used to hover somewhere between the $240 billion mark. Now one reason why it was a $240 billion mark, guys, was because some of the notorious characters in Solana blockchain, they were reporting the total value locked more than 2 occasions. So let's say if someone deposited $1, they would update it as twice, in certain cases 3 or 4 times as well. So these are things you need to factor as well, how the reporting actually works. Now the number 5 decentralized apps on Solana blockchain is Momo AI, also called as Meta Oasis, and the number of interaction is 45,260. Now look, guys, please be completely honest and let me know if you've heard of these dApps. And now you're someone who are actually using any of these dApps. I'm pretty much sure some of you guys are using Radium, but what about Solidus Vacuum? What about Pump.Fun? What about Memo AI? If you're someone who's using it, I would definitely like to know your experience regarding this. Now let me do one thing, guys. Because Ethereum spot trading has gone live, what I want to do is I just want to quickly run through some numbers regarding Ethereum spot trading, because based on the numbers, Ethereum ETF has attracted $107 million in inflow on first day amid grayscale outflows. So let me quickly run through some numbers. Now, if you do want to go ahead and check these numbers, guys, the best website I can recommend is Nansen, because they have recently added this metric. Now, let me quickly run through some numbers regarding Ethereum spot ETF, because Ethereum ETF launched in US has attracted $107.7 million in net inflows on the first day of trading, and BlackRock's iShares ETF led with $266.5 million in net inflows, and this was followed by Bitwise's Ethereum ETF with $204 million, and Fidelity Ethereum ETF, guys, secured the third place with $71.3 million in net inflows. But so far as Grayscale ETF is concerned, they saw outflows of $484.9 million, which is about 5% of its previous $9 billion value on the same day. Now look, as ET was launched in 2017, but they were recently converted to spot ETF, allowing easier share selling for investors. So these are things you need to be aware about as well. Now look, as a similar pattern did actually occur in January with Bitcoin ETF, leading to significant outflows from Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, that is GBTC. Now regarding Grayscale Ethereum Mini Trust, guys, they have reported $15.2 million in net inflows, while Franklin Templeton's fund, that is EasyET, and 21 shares core Ethereum ETF saw $13.2 million and $7.4 million respectively. Now look, as me personally, I'll be looking at these data on a daily basis, but I would not be sharing this in my Crypto and Coffee a Day podcast. What I'd really recommend you to do is try to check these numbers yourself, because these numbers will be changing pretty much every hourly basis, isn't it? Now regarding the first day of trading, guys, the cumulative trading volume for spot Ethereum ETF funds was $1.08 billion on the first day, which is about 23% of the volume seen during the debut of spot Bitcoin ETF. Now it's really important to note, guys, that despite positive inflows, Ethereum's prices did actually fall down, and right now it is at $3,372. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 2.71%. And since the last 7 days, it is down by 1.38%. Now, so far as the price of the king of all kings is concerned, that is Bitcoin, it is at $65,873. Now, since the last 24 hours, it is up by 0.18%. And since the last 7 days, it is up by 1.92%. Binance BNB Coin, guys, it is at $580. And since the last 24 hours, it is down by 0.39%. But since the last 7 days, it is up by 1.32%. Now look, guys, what did actually happen since the last few hours. Mt. Gox, they went and transferred 47,500 Bitcoin. Now at that point of time, guys, it was valued at $3.2 billion. Now the largest transfer, guys, was amounting to $2.1 billion, and looks like it was moved to a new wallet. Now it's really important to note, guys, that most recent transfers were sent to a centralized exchange, that is Bitstamp, which is one of the 5 firms assisting with redistribution, isn't it? Now they went and transferred Bitcoin as well as Bitcoin Cash. Now regarding the wallet, guys, what I'd really recommend you to do is look at the wallet address in the show notes below, and you can possibly do your own investigation as well. This is the power of open blockchain, isn't it? Absolutely anyone in the world can go ahead and verify these transactions. In case of banking system, guys, no one can go ahead and verify these transactions, isn't it? And so far central bank digital currency is concerned, something similar could actually happen, but no one will be able to verify these transactions. Now, guys, let me go ahead and touch base on 2 news regarding stablecoins. The first one has to do with Hong Kong, and the second one has to do with South Africa. Let's start by discussing the news regarding Hong Kong, guys, first, because ZARcoin Link Technology Hong Kong Limited, which is a subsidiary of JD Technology Group, they are planning to introduce a stablecoin that is linked to Hong Kong dollar. Now, this stablecoin, guys, will maintain a 1-to-1 peg with Hong Kong dollars, and they're aiming to provide business with efficient, cost-effective and secure payment solutions. Now this stablecoin, guys, is designed to be easily redeemable on a 1-to-1 basis, and it is going to be backed by reserve composed of high liquid and trust assets that are stored in licensed financial institutions. Now it's really important to note, guys, that ZARcoin Link is listed as a sandbox participant by Hong Kong Monetary Authority, and it is also important to note that the designation does not employ endorsement or licensing to issue stablecoins. The company's participation in the sandbox, guys, only allows it to explore innovative financial products in a controlled environment while collaborating with regulatory authorities. Now regarding the announcement, guys, the announcement of the stablecoin reflects a broader trend in Hong Kong towards embracing cryptocurrencies as well as blockchain technology, isn't it? And I remember guys, I believe it was in the month of May, every second day there was news regarding Hong Kong Monetary Authority, and most of them were positive news in the world of cryptocurrency and blockchain adoption. And this is evident in other recent developments, such as CSOP Asset Management's launch of Asia's first Bitcoin futures invest product in Hong Kong. Now, Hong Kong's progressive stance on crypto regulations and innovation definitely suggests an encouraging environment for companies that are exploring blockchain and digital assets as it, and the Hong Kong Monetary Authority's sandbox approach facilitates experimentation while ensuring regulatory compliance, positioning Hong Kong as a hub for financial technology for advancements. Now, look guys, I really have to stress this. When you talk about stable coins, they definitely don't follow the ethos of open blockchain. According to me guys, stablecoin issuers are just replacing the role of a bank. Now if you're a massive advocate of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and the so-called world of distributed or decentralization, you should definitely not be a fan of stablecoins. Now granted, they definitely serve a purpose, but there are centralized entities who go and issue these stable coins, and they are the ones who are benefiting by it. Now granted guys, it definitely has some brilliant use cases. They do make cross-border transfers much simpler, but that is exactly why Bitcoin was created, isn't it? Bitcoin by definition guys is peer-to-peer electronic cash system, but so far stablecoins is concerned, you need to remember guys that there is a centralized entity going ahead and issuing these stablecoins, and they have 100% right to go ahead and freeze your account and definitely go ahead and stop you from making transactions as well. Now let me go ahead and touch base on second news, and this is all the way from South Africa. And ZARcoin, that is ZARC, is another stablecoin that is pegged 1-to-1 to the South African rand. And Neo Nomad guys, a South African fintech company, they have launched a hybrid exchange platform featuring ZARcoin, and they launched it on the 11th of July. And this digital currency guys seeks to bridge the gap between traditional and crypto finance, and they aim to facilitate seamless transactions both domestically and across borders. And by utilizing Solana Pay guys, the platform enables instant, low-cost transactions and focuses on decentralized finance to reduce fees. Now Nomad guys, they plan to boost crypto adoption with its Nomad Learn education program and decentralized launch co-working space, and with regulatory support from FSCA. Nomad aims to build trust and promote financial inclusion in South Africa. Now if you do need more information guys, the information is published via Venture Burn, and it is in the show notes below. Now guys, let's go ahead and touch base on some really interesting use case where cryptocurrencies are used for making purchases. And Ferrari guys will extend its cryptocurrency payment system to its network of European dealers from the end of July, and by the end of July 2024, Ferrari will expand cryptocurrency transactions to other countries in its international dealer network where cryptocurrencies are legally accepted. Now Ferrari guys, they are leveraging the expertise of various companies active in the cryptocurrency payment sector to ensure transaction security, and these solutions will facilitate dealers in accepting payments without the need to manage cryptocurrencies directly, because these will be converted immediately into traditional currency. And the provider solution guys will also allow for verification of sources of funds and protect transactions from price fluctuations that are related to exchange rates. So look guys, technically speaking, they are not accepting cryptocurrency, isn't it? They are just using cryptocurrency and then converting it into fiat currency. But nonetheless guys, definitely a really interesting news. So these were the news guys from the cryptocurrency and blockchain world. Now let's look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys is to do with Abu Dhabi and crypto custodian service that is Changer.ae. They have obtained new FSB license in Abu Dhabi. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this. Because Changer.ae Limited has secured a new FSB license from Financial Services Regulatory Authority for Abu Dhabi Global Market, also called as ADGM. Now this license guys allows Changer to deal in investment as an agent, and ADGM guys, they provide advanced regulatory framework for a fair and transparent marketplace. And Changer.ae is a premium independent custodian service, and the platform ensures that users' virtual assets are secured with a transparent subscription-based service. And Changer guys is also planning to introduce new exchange services with banking-grade escrow services. And these new services aim to enhance secure transactions and provide a seamless digital experience. And Changer guys will continue to provide custody and management of virtual assets, and the company aims to offer investor a reliable, convenient and accessible wallet. And Changer guys is building relationship with authorized parties across UAE and globally, and the goal is to foster transparency and security for its customers. And because of this guys, cryptocurrency investors will be able to access Changer services via the mobile app as well. And the app is available on App Store, Google Play Store and Huawei App Gallery as well. And Wang Hao guys, CFTP and Senior Executive Officer of Changer, has expressed pride in obtaining the FSP license. Now, the license highlights Changer's dedication to secure and seamless digital custody services, isn't it? And financial services regulatory authorities' regulatory environment definitely supports innovation and economic growth and financial regulation. And Changer's new license, guys, marks a significant milestone for the company, in my opinion. And the financial services regulatory authorities' regulatory approach makes Abu Dhabi an ideal market for Changer's services as well as in it. So definitely positive news. Now guys, let's go ahead and discuss another positive news, and this is from the Emirate of Abu Dhabi. Now look, so far as marketing is concerned, it is definitely a game changer, isn't it? And the news essentially is that Webido, they have launched AI marketing tool for SMEs in Dubai. So let me go ahead and break down this news, guys, because Webido has launched a service called as Joyce, which is spelled as J for Jack, O for Orange, I for India, C for Charlie, and E for Elephant. And Joyce, guys, is an AI marketing tool designed for SMEs globally. And Joyce is a part of Webido's service as a solution product, and they're aiming to be affordable, user-friendly solution. And the tool, guys, includes features like onboarding, pay-as-you-go options, as well as customizable features as well. Now, the initial product updates will focus on social media engagement, ad campaigns management, as well as advanced analytics as well. And future updates will include enhanced CRM, artificial intelligence assistants, and email, SMS, and WhatsApp campaigns as well. And Joyce offers listings and review management to help businesses improve the online presence as well. Now look, so far as artificial intelligence is concerned, it is easier to go ahead and adopt these things, but so far as cryptocurrency and blockchain is concerned, it is extremely difficult to go ahead and adopt it, isn't it? Now regarding this news, guys, the co-founder and global center manager of Webido has emphasized Joyce's potential to transform marketing for SMEs, and they have collaborated with the IFC Innovation Hub to tailor offerings for the Middle East and Africa region. And Ketagi Banga, who is the CEO and co-founder of Webido, has highlighted Joyce's role in consolidating multiple marketing tools into one. Now they aim to make AI accessible to SMEs, bridging the digital divide and supporting undeserved businesses, and they also plan to partner with banks, telcos, governments, and trade bodies to support SMEs. Now look, guys, I definitely do feel in a business area such as this, partnership is everything, isn't it? And the more partnership this has, there is more chances for success. Now financial institutions, guys, they can also use Joyce to enhance SME retention and improve customer experience, and telecommunication campaigns can integrate Joyce to manage operational cost and boost digital adoption as well. And government entities can leverage Joyce for scalable AI adoption and digital transformation. And Mohammed Al-Balushi, the CEO of the IFC Innovation Hub, commends Joyce for contributing to Dubai's digital transformation growth. And Joyce, guys, the aim is to help SMEs stay competitive against larger companies, and they do that by streamlining marketing efforts, isn't it? Now Joyce, guys, is available for partner pre-ordering with direct distribution in the MENA region starting Q4 of 2024. Definitely positive news. So these were the news, guys, from cryptocurrency, blockchain, and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. And guys, also please feel free to go and check out my website. That is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is packed with loads of information in the world of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse, and even artificial intelligence. And there is loads of information in the world of central bank digital currency as well. Now for the next few minutes, guys, it's going to be an Ask Me Anything series where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Christine who asks, what impact do you think the launch of Ethereum ETF will have on the cryptocurrency market in the long term? Now look, Christine, this is such a beautiful and simple question, but we need to remember that so far the spot Ethereum ETF is concerned, the ETF issuers, they cannot provide the benefits of staking as a service. So look, at the outset it is pretty simple. If I'm an investor, if I were to go out and buy a spot Ethereum ETF, I will not be able to get the benefits that an actual Ethereum has. That is by, let's say, putting it out for staking as a service. This is a massive deal in my opinion. Once the investors truly understand this will be an absolute game changer. So far as the long term is concerned, I really can't see at this point of time, because right now there's US elections coming up as well, isn't it? But look, the launch of Ethereum ETF in the US definitely represents a significant step forward in maturation as well as mainstream acceptance of cryptocurrency. Now, in the long term, these ETFs are likely to serve several key impacts on the cryptocurrency market. I do feel that because of approval of spot Ethereum ETF, there will be a lot of increased accessibility as well, because Ethereum ETFs will now make it easier for traditional investors to gain some kind of exposure to Ethereum without needing to directly purchase or store the cryptocurrency. But that is precisely the point, isn't it? But look, I do feel once investors find out that they cannot get additional returns, I'm pretty much sure their whole point is to go ahead and make more money, isn't it? So they would go ahead and dump a lot of spot Ethereum ETF and then go ahead and buy the actual Ethereum ETF. This is just what I think, to be honest. But look, so far as accessibility is concerned, Christine, it could definitely lead to a broader investor base, and over a period of time it will definitely increase liquidity and potentially stabilize the price as well. And also, if you look at it at a macro level, the approval and launch of Ethereum spot ETF by major institutions, let's say like BlackRock and Fidelity, definitely provides some kind of legitimacy to Ethereum as a financial asset. This could actually encourage more institutional investors to go ahead and start entering into the cryptocurrency market. That could eventually lead to increased capital inflows as well. And I did go ahead and touch base on something similar regarding this. Now look, because BlackRock and Fidelity are getting invested into this, I'm pretty much sure they will be keeping some funds aside and they will be putting that into the Ethereum blockchain protocol as well, and they will be funding developers to go ahead and make Ethereum a much better place. Now I want to touch base on Ethereum as a staking as a service once again, Christine, because look, while spot Ethereum ETF provide direct exposure to Ethereum, they do not offer staking as a service, isn't it? This would mean that investors will miss out on earning rewards through staking. This I do feel could lead to a mixed reaction among investors. Some may actually prefer to hold the actual Ethereum rather than buying the spot Ethereum ETF. That is my honest opinion. But other than that, as ETFs in general are introduced, competition among asset managers could actually lead to reduced fees, and that could eventually lead to a more tailored product benefiting investors. So I do feel, Christine, that overall the introduction of Ethereum ETF is likely to foster greater adoption and integration of cryptocurrencies into traditional financial system. But the exact impact will depend on how investors balance trade-offs between direct crypto ownership and the choice for ETF convenience. Those are my honest thoughts and definitely an interesting question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything Season Blockchain DXB. In case you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. And guys, also please feel free to go ahead and check out my website, that is www.blockchaindxb.com. It is packed with loads of information in the world of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, Metaverse, and even central bank digital currency. And lately, guys, I've been posting quite a lot regarding artificial intelligence as well. And remember, guys, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m., we have Crypto with Coffee podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE and the Middle East, from the cryptocurrency, blockchain and now artificial intelligence world as well. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions from the cryptocurrency, blockchain and artificial intelligence world. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.